stuck at home.
Hey Stuckers!
Welcome to today's challenge, which is called Book,
Brilliance.
because I'm all about the books.
You know what I'm going to say.
I do.
And I'm brilliant.
So Sal, today's all about books, but not about reading books, it's about making books.
It is about making books.
And you know someone who did.
I do. I know a famous author.
Yay!
My brother. So my brother wrote a book, a children's book, and our friend illustrated it. So I wanted to show you that because I thought this would be a really good thing for level 1 to write a book similar to this called When I Grow Up. Because this book has just got lots of different pages where somebody draws a picture of what they might like to do when they grow up, and then there's words on the other page. So, captain of a cruise ship, or I want to be a rock and roll star, or I want to be a clown in a circus. Lots of different ideas. I want to be a racing car driver. Yeah, so Kim is going to show you how to make a book that you can write your own When I Grow Up book in.
So for level 1, we want to make a book that's stapled inside so that you've got a few different pages that you can work through and put your words and illustrations into and make your own little book. So this is pretty easy. We're just going to get a few pieces of paper, and so I've got, you did the calculation, Sal, how many pages we'd need?
If you use 3 pages, you'll end up with a book with 10 pages inside.
Great. Well, I've got several pages here, and I'm going to fold them over. Be super careful so that my fold has them as even as we can possibly make them, and just fold that in half. But if we do that, of course, it's all going to fall apart and it could be a bit frustrating. So the way that we can put these together, it's called saddle stitch, and you just need to get a stapler and open the stapler all the way up so that we just push the staples out in a straight line. Now,
Or get help from a grown-up.
Yeah, I've got some gaps in this table which make it a bit easier, but you can do this. Actually works really well to do it on the carpet or on the grass, and you just push through your staples, and you can see, I think that they're still sticking up in the middle here. Now all I need to do is flatten them down. You can use a knife or something to do that, or just your fingers. It's called a saddle stitch, and fold it back up again. You can see my staples down the side, and now my book holds together beautifully.
That's a great book.
So that's level 1. You've got a saddle stitched book ready to write your story about when I grow up.
What did you want to be when you grew up?
I wanted to be a spy, Sal.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I remember that from the last challenge.
Yeah.
I wanted to be a vet.
Nice.
Look after sick pippies and snowies.
We'll see if we can include that in our book then, Sal.
Okay, great.
What about level 2?
Level 2. Like you to write a book that uses alliteration.
Oh.
You might wonder what alliteration is. It's where you write a sentence and every word, or almost every word, starts with the same letter. It's a very famous children's picture book called Animalia by Graham Base, and he did that. On each page he took a letter of the alphabet and he wrote a sentence that most words started with that letter, and beautiful illustrations. So we'll show you some now. So this one, he's done lazy lions lounging in the local library. 8 enormous elephants expertly eating Easter eggs. 2 tigers taking the 10:20 train to Timbuktu. So that's good fun. And sometimes you've got to use little words like and, the, in that might not start with the same letter, but that's fine, because when you have most of the words starting with the same letter, it sounds really effective to go with your beautiful illustrations.
That's going to be fun. Excellent. So that's level 2. Let's level it up for level 3.
Let's level it up by leveling it down and making a mini book.
So here's our mini book. I've made a little tiny When I Grow Up book, a little mini, and this is made, no staples, just from one piece of paper.
Oh, you're going to have to show them that, Kim.
I will show you that. I just need to show you inside. This is, I wanted to be a spy when I grew up, and so I wanted to be a vet. There's Snowy and Pippi.
Oh,
Yeah. And of course we ended up both being teachers. So
Best job.
That's our little mini book. Here's how you make it. So to make this little book, you need to just get a plain piece of paper. You can have lines on it, I suppose it wouldn't matter. And fold it in half, that short way. And then we're going to fold that over again, so that we've made 2 folds and you've got a strip. Then when you open that back out, you should see 4 long columns like that. Now we're going to fold it the other direction, and the more accurate that you can make these, the better your book will come out in the end. So take the time to be nice and accurate. Now this is the tricky bit. This is the bit that sometimes goes wrong. We're going to fold it back in half, just one fold. So we've got like our level 1 book here. And we're going to make a little cut from the folded side down to the next fold line. So I've got some scissors ready to roll. Just cut down to that next fold and then stop. And you'll know you've done it correctly if you end up with a little slice in the middle like that. In fact, it actually looks like a little mouth. Now to get it into the little book shape, fold it back into its long ways fold, and then we're just going to squeeze it in together and sort of see where it lands, and it will make itself into a little book. You might find it's not perfect. When we fold paper, it sometimes shifts over a little bit, just depending on how accurate we were. But when you've done that, there's our little book all ready to go. If you like, you can actually put a little bit of glue into these flappy pages that are in between, because they should actually stick together, and they should stick together. But you don't have to. Your book will stay together perfectly fine without them. A little tip is, don't try and trim it to make it fit together better. As soon as you start trying to trim it, you'll cut the wrong thing and you'll have ruined your book. So there it is. So there you go, Sal. Our mini book is ready. Got our sample here, and we can put anything in this little story, can't we?
That's right. You don't have to do a When I Grow Up for level 3. You could write a little story about yourself or your pet or anything.
It could be fiction or non-fiction, facts or a made-up story. You can do whatever you like.
Thanks for joining us for our challenge today. Before we go, I just wanted to share with you the last page of my brother's book, because I think it's really nice. After going through all the things I could be when I grow up, there's lots of things I'd like to be, but just for now, I'll stay home with my loving family. Isn't that lovely?
Nice.
We know you're stuck at home, Stuckers, but your loving family is stuck with you too, so love each other. See you later,
See you,
Stuckers.
Stuckers.
When I grow up, I want my humans to stop putting ridiculous costumes on me. What about you, Snowy? There's not a lot of things that I agree with you on, Pippi, but that one I agree with you for sure. See you later, Stuckers.
So then, when you're
Shouldn't have leave scissors open.
fiction book, it can be anything. Faction.
A faction book.
Yeah.
Wow.